Hello everyone, welcome to the Thursday forecast. So let's take a look at EU. This pair is currently ascending. So what I'm seeing this ascending structure. And what I'm waiting for is a reversal down. So I would like to see a nice impulse down and then I would look for a short trade. What can also happen, we can continue to the upside and then get a flag to go long. That is what can happen with the euro pairs. So we can get an ascending and then an impulse in the same direction. Also, we can get more of this ascending structure and then I would also look for a reversal. Also, we can create a descending from here and then this would signal to me a range and I would just sit on my hands. So because then we would have an ascending into a descending structure that usually signals to us a larger range. So also I would look for a trend to the upside, then a break and retest trade, or a trend to go down and then a pullback, another push and a break and retest trade. But yeah, currently the euro and the US dollar is showing me an ascending structure and it's not really that clean, I have to say, with these huge wicks. So it does look okay, but nothing special, I have to say. So let's take a look at the next pair, euro and the Japanese yen. So I was actually in a trade right here, right about here. It was a 1% loss. So let me take this back. What I was seeing at this point, so I was seeing this nice trend to the upside. I was seeing this huge push, or not huge, but it was an okay push, a nice large push, and then no momentum shift, a really small pullback, and then a continuation and a really nice candle right here. There was a big wick right here, but it didn't concern me because on euro and Japanese yen, I know it likes to just tap the inside bar and continue to the upside. This would be the inside bar, this would be the entry point. So I was willing to place that pending order to just get tagged in and for the just a second, to maybe get tagged in and the possibility for it to continue. And what happened? Well, I got tapped in and tagged out for a 1% loss. But this was a really good trade in my opinion. And the euro and the Japanese yen likes to do this sort of formations where it taps you in and then goes. It happened, I think, 3 or 4 weeks ago, but this time it didn't work out, so that is the game. And then we broke the low, retraced and just continued to range. So I have to say this looks like a slowing down of momentum, and this looks to me like a topping pattern. So maybe this trend to the upside is done. We will have to see, but yeah, we trended right here, then had an ascending structure, then we continued to the upside. So that is also what can happen. As I said, on the euro pairs we can get an ascending and then an impulse in the same direction. But currently we broke the high, retraced, broke the low, retraced, broke the high, retraced, so signaling to me that maybe we will get something like this, that larger range. What I would like to see, I would like to see the trend to continue with a nice large impulse, then I would look for a trade. I would like to see for a nice ascending to form and then a reversal down, then look for a trade. This is not currently an ascending, this is just signaling a range. Or if we get a descending right here, a clean descending, I would look for a reversal and then an impulse. If we do drop from here, I would need to see a large push and then a trade. I'll look for a short trade, but I really need to see a large push to clean out this price action, because this is not looking good, I have to say. So yeah, that is it for EJ. Had a 1% loss right here, but I was happy with the trade, it fit my plan. So let's now take a look at the Aussie pairs, what they are doing. So this is the Aussie and the US dollar. Right here, what I was seeing a nice trend to the upside. So I really like this. I really like this to go long. I saw a nice push, pullback, push, pullback, another push. Then we did break the low, but what happened? Well, the candle left a huge wick to a downside, signaling to me that we are most likely to continue up. So this was this was a bearish sign, but when it closed like this and left a huge wick, and this was a counter trend move, but because it closed as it did, for me it was just a good sign that we will continue up, which then happened. So we left a really nice candle with a clean close. And what happened right here, so at this point we did get this large push up, but then for the Aussie and US dollar I didn't want to get tagged in, so with just one candle. So compared to the euro and the Japanese yen, where I was happy to just get tagged in and go, for this one I didn't want to really sit here and wait for it to tag me in. With that one candle, for me it was just too much space personally for this pair, and I didn't have an order on, and it was a good thing I didn't. I would get stopped out. So, and then price continued to the upside, and yeah, so currently we are trending up. There was a counter trend move right here where we broke the low and retraced, but we also left a large wick and continued to the upside. So this does look okay. It doesn't look that good because we broke the high and left a huge wick. So what I want to see a nice clean close candle, and then I would look for a trade. But it really needs to be a clean close, or I need to see maybe 2 candles. Then I will look for also a trade, because this is signaling to me weakness, and this is also signaling weakness. But what concerns me is that we just broke the high, also had sort of a momentum shift right here, and then we ranged around, broke the high and left a huge wick. So this to me looks a little bit like it's slowing down. But if we do get that large push, I'm looking for a flag, or if we get that nice clean candle with a clean close, what can happen, we can get an ascending from here, look for a reversal and the trade to go short, or we can get a descending, look for a reversal up and a long trade. If we do drop with a large impulse down from here, I would look for a short trade. And yeah, that is about it what I can forecast currently. We can stay ranging right here and get sort of a topping pattern. Then we would need to look at those liquidity areas every time we get a range above and below our liquidity areas, and the price can push into these areas and just retrace. So we need to be careful and wait for that large push up or down. So yeah, that's it for AU. And now for AJ, let's see what AJ is doing. This one, well, this one is looking really good, I have to say. For me personally, this one is looking better than the Aussie and US dollar. I'm seeing this really nice trend. Also, there was an opportunity to enter right here, but as I said, for me, same as on the Aussie and US dollar, this was too much to have an order on at this point. I wanted to see, I didn't want to just get tagged in and for the price to go. That is only on the euro and the Japanese yen, where I'm looking for that sort of an entry. This was too much of a space personally, but the pair price action was really good. So we saw a nice uptrend, really strong uptrend, really strong candles. These 2 candles are really strong. Then we broke the high retrace, saw a small pause, but then we continued up with some nice momentum. So at this point I was looking for maybe a flag or something like that, but what I actually got is an aggressive retrace and a momentum shift. We broke the low retraced, so also a counter trend move, and then a small range, and currently price is stuck between the low and the high. So if we continue up with a nice clean close, I'm looking for a trade, or if we get that large push, I'm looking for a flag, or if we start to form an ascending, I am looking for a reversal down. Also, I'm looking for a descending structure, maybe to get a reversal up and look for a trade. Or I'm also seeing if we get that large push down, I'm looking for a flag, but it really needs to be a large push. This would be a reversal trade, and reversals on this pair, I have to say, are not that good, so they don't really work out that well in my personal backtesting. So I need to see that large push as evidence and some confirmation that the price is really ready to reverse. Also, we can stay ranging between the low and the high. Don't really think that will happen, but it can happen, so we need to be prepared. And then we look at the liquidity areas. So people keep their stops. People on the lower time frames that are trading this range, they are buying the bottom, they're selling the top, and their stops are in this box and in this box. So we need to see how the price reacts when those stops get taken out. Does it just break and retrace, or does it break with conviction and then we get the trade? So very important to look at the liquidity areas when we get a range. So yeah, that is it. Getting some nice moves, nice trends. Let's see if we can get in. I'm definitely looking for a trade. So it's Thursday when we usually do get some nice trades and nice moves. Also keeping that in mind. And yeah, that's it, and I will see you guys tomorrow.